We are here, everyone. We are at the season finale.
Pop. Celebration noises. Pop, 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 pop.
Woo!
Pop, pop,
Been doing
pop,
this for
pop.
almost a year.
Pop, 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 pop. That is fucked up, but also true. Damn.
Yeah,
how
but
about
I guess
that?
probably wouldn't have felt like that if it wasn't for my ear infection, which thankfully is gone now.
Hooray.
Yeah, though I do wonder if that ear is permanently damaged because it always does feel like there's something in there.
Well, we'll leave that as a cliffhanger for season 2. Season 2,
Yep,
episode
hopefully-
1, Return of Auerbach. He strikes back. No, we're kidding.
He's gonna strike back in New York State, hopefully, and not West Virginia, because that's where I'm hoping to be when season two starts.
Well, no, we want him to strike West Virginia. That way he'll hit the wrong place.
Oh
He'll
yeah,
be
true.
like, Doe, I'm an idiot.
I mean, I'll be going by a different name, so like, yeah, he'll be looking for the wrong name in the wrong place.
In the wrong time and the wrong guy. But for now, your name is Mageclick.
Yep. And
for now, my
Foxx
name-
and Mage Podcast.
And for now, my name is Foxx Navarro. And this is the Foxx and the Mage Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we have decided to take this season finale and talk about our most basic bitch albums, you would say, but also
Yeah.
but it's also another Swans and Sonic Youth episode.
It's the 4th in the series.
Yep, we're talking about our favorite albums from each respective band. It also happens to be their most popular.
Yeah. We're talking Daydream Nation by Sonic Youth.
And To Be Kind by Swans.
You know them. You've heard people praise them. Now you're going to hear us praise them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time. We deserve to just indulge ourselves.
You know how you watch a show like Seventh Heaven and you think, oh, show is awful because there's just no friction. Well, get ready for the frictionless. Because, yeah, spoiler alert, these albums are good.
Yeah, like, To Be Kind is my second favorite album of all time, just behind Wall Sockets.
And Daydream Nation was my favorite album of all time before getting into a tie with GT Ultra and Mad Villainy.
Yeah, Mad Villainy is a good album to tie with.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we're not talking Mad Villainy. Maybe for
Yeah,
the
no.
season 2 finale. But we get ahead of
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, so for now, we're looking at 2 double albums that released in pivotal moments in each band's careers. There is one word that describes both of these albums, and that word is epic.
Yeah, quite. And not in the Pete Hegseth version of the word, in the literature class version of the word.
Yeah, like
need to
these
be
are
clear.
these are sprawling odysseys into sound and into sounds. Like these basically take the limits of what you can do with rock music and just stretch them as much as possible in different ways.
You need 2 vinyl albums just to contain all these noises.
You need 3 for To Be Kind.
So many sounds. So many
In fact,
noises.
I have To Be Kind in both vinyl and CD. I actually think it's superior on CD because you don't have to split up Bring the Sun.
And you can't split up Bring the Sun.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
important.
I'm getting ahead of myself there. Would you say you want to talk? Would you want to talk about first? Which one?
I don't know. I could go either way. I guess maybe we do Daydream Nation first, just for chronological reasons, because one of these
Sure.
albums is from the 80s and the other is from 10 years ago.
Yeah, it makes sense. And Daydream Nation is also shorter. It's 70 minutes.
70 minutes. You call that an epic?
I mean, it is.
Uh,
I mean, for the time it came out, it was still a double album.
I remember seeing those CD listings. I never owned the vinyl to this, but I would go to Wikipedia and it would always judge or it would list the albums by like, oh, side A, side B, disc one, or like the side C and side D. And each side of the album release had a little logo that corresponded to each band member. And
Yeah.
that logo, supposedly a reference to when Led Zeppelin did that. But if I get
Oh,
the
that makes
vinyl one day, then I will be able to see those symbols for myself.
I have it on vinyl.
Dang. The symbols look cool.
Yeah, they do.
Sick.
Yeah. So, Daydream Nation. Yeah, like so this album. Before I even get into the songs, like this album's influence cannot be understated. That the '90s starts here.
Yeah. More or less.
Well, well, kind of. I mean, Dinosaur Jr. was around before then. You could say the '90s starts with Dinosaur Jr., but like, with "You're Living All Over Me." But like, this album is basically the sea change. I feel.
I think that's fair to say. Certainly, it gets to a point where, this brand of noise rock starts to get a little bit more radio sensibility friendly, and then you kind of get the birth of what we know as alternative rock, or what we would now
Yeah.
call alternative rock, with bands like this. And then, I also want to shout out REM was doing that shit down in Georgia around the same time. I don't think there's any like cross or what. I'm not sure how much the like fandom crossover there was at the time, but today it feels like they're just kind of seamlessly in the same scene.
Yeah, pretty much. Like REM's is definitely more jangly and optimistic.
All Southern,
Yeah.
whereas
So like,
Sonic Youth was all New York and like, oh, we're cool. We're gonna be mean to Nardwar, the type
yeah,
of
like
guys.
yeah, like Sonic Youth is definitely more overtly punk. I feel.
Most certainly, and more overtly noisy.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said before, like obviously you had the grungy bands. I guess like you had some of the noisy rock bands like Dinosaur Jr. and also throw in Jesus and Mary Chain. But like I feel like Sonic Youth is where they start This Daydream Nation is where they start seamlessly blending those noisy swirling vortexes with pop sensibilities and hooks. I mean, I guess you could also say Jesus and Mary Chain did that too, but they weren't doing it in this way.
They were, but Jesus and sorry, I got I thought I was about to attribute Under the Milky Way to Jesus and Mary Chain, but I stopped myself because that
is the
song
church.
is by the church.
Yeah.
Jesus and Mary Chain did never. There's one song they did my mom really loves. I just can't remember the name of it right now.
Is it just like Honey?
No, it's the one that goes. Had a living in it, na 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 na. It's like it's like one of the poppier songs that they did.
Well, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sure Liz will tell us though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think now I'm ready to get into the actual first song on here, and boy, what a first song it is.
Yeah, so let's get started. This album barely needs an introduction, but it does give us one. Teenage Riot. We start off.
Yeah, like Teenage Riot is just so obviously
so-
one of the greatest alternative rock songs ever made.
What I will say, I don't know if it's my vocals or what, but I found this song very hard to sing on Rock Band 2.
Really?
I found it very hard for me to get the mimic the pitch of Thurston when he sings, at least according to the way the song tracks his vocals.
I feel like I could do it.
I believe in you. Give it a try.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I feel like I have a slackerish voice when I sing. Sometimes.
It's,
At least I feel like I could. But yeah, that opening guitar note, iconic. So is Kim's Spirit Desire refrain.
yeah.
And then when the song kicks in, you get that Modric beat, which almost every song on this album has Modric beat.
I gotta say, like the Steve Shelley, fantastic drummer. I mean, I know I've said it a lot, but on especially for how fast some of these songs go, how long a lot of these songs are. He's really like he's tight as a machine. I swear.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like he can keep the momentum going. He keeps the songs anchored. But yeah, apparently the song, Bob Dinosaur Jr. Apparently the song is basically inspired by a future where J Mascis became president.
Yeah, I think that was the original title for the song, J Mascis for President, before they settled on something else.
I mean, he'd be a better president than anyone we've had since Carter.
And you know what? I think it's a much better pitch if you want to just say, this guy should be president, than the teenagers are going to riot.
Yeah.
Doesn't really feel like a riotty song, but then I think a lot of there's a lot of abstract lyrics on this one. But I granted some of them do make more sense if you know that the song's about Jay Mascis, like the reference to his Marshall speakers and his big ass shoes.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a teenage riot in the same way that Smells Like Teen Spirit is a teenage riot.
Yeah.
Like, it is an anthem for the disaffected youth.
Not an actual riot, just something you watch it on MTV and it calms you down. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, what a riot.
What a riot.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's just 7 minutes of some of the best alt rock you'll ever hear, and I'm sure that for the time nothing sounded like this.
Yeah, no, it was yeah, nothing quite. I had songs were either shorter than this, but sounded like this, or they were longer than this, or they were this length and did not sound like this. This was a unique sort of, yeah, combination of alternative rock and into some kind of a grander epic piece. And you see that with a lot of these songs.
Yeah, like without this, you don't get Nirvana. You may as I think Mudhoney was around already, but like they don't blow up as much either without this.
Yeah, this album really did put some of these bands in the scene on the map, at least for like the New York scene, putting them on the map.
Yeah, exactly. And from that, Silver Rocket also just shows them just doing a short and sweet banger.
It is classic, and I remember as a kid not liking it because it didn't sound as pretty. Now I'm older and I like it a lot. Actually, it does sound very wintry. Have you heard Women's Public Strain? Yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, a lot of those songs on that album sound kind of like this mixed with the more mellow tracks. I would say it's very wintry.
I haven't wanted to listen to women in general because I did listen to Cindy Lee's Diamond Jubilee.
You don't
That
listen.
is a great album.
You gotta listen. You don't listen to women. Wow, what a misogynist!
Yeah, I hate women.
I'm kicking you off the podcast.
I'm sorry, women.
Now there are no women on the podcast, and there never will be.
Isn't that misogynist?
It's no. The only way to get world peace is to eradicate all the humans, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Thinking all Thanos-like. Big time thinking. I'm also trying to find out what the fuck the name of that song is. I'll find out. Don't mind me.
Yeah, in the meantime, Silver Rocket is the Silver Rocket in question is a syringe. Of
Yeah.
course.
Also something that makes more sense when you're older.
Yeah, but what doesn't make sense to me is nymphoid clamor fueling up the hammer.
Yeah. I think. What do any of these words mean? What does
I
he
don't know.
paint a zero on his hand mean?
I don't know. A lot of the lyrics on both of these albums are abstract as hell.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, but I don't know. I don't really care all that much. It just sounds awesome to me. It's just probably the most straightforward punk song on the whole album.
Yeah, I think that's... Well, this or Kissability.
I guess also Eliminated Junior if you count that as a song. I just think it's I just count the trilogy as one whole thing, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
We will get to the trilogy.
Yeah, but bless you.
Thank you. I'm gonna cut that sneeze out. If I'll remember.
I'm keeping the bless you in.
Alright, well then I gotta keep the sneeze in. I don't want to make you look like an idiot.
Yeah, do it anyway. It'll be funny.
Damn. But I don't have a pen, so I can't write down where do the notes. Oh no. However will we solve this mystery, gang? Mystery.
Who knows? You aren't on for that.
The mystery of missing office supplies. Anyway, do you want to move on to the sprawl?
Yes, the sprawl. Oh my god, the sprawl.
Living in Texas be like, oh boy, there's some more sprawl.
There really isn't sprawl here in West Virginia. It's just more like whatever infrastructure there is just shit.
It's kind of anti-sprawl. It's just things are disappearing, turning into the whole state is the neighborhood from Barbarian.
Yeah, but like basically the closest thing we have to a city in this county, and half of it is basically delegated to a single strode.
So yeah, but if you only know cities with stroads, you may not fully appreciate the sprawl, which is not exactly to do with the concept of urban or suburban sprawl, and it's a William Gibson reference because of course it fucking is. I've only read like the first 35% of Girl in a Band, and I do remember Kim being like a nerd who read books.
Yeah, Kim Gordon is the woman. Kim Gordon is my gender idol. Not in the bad way though. Like not in that literal idol way. Well, she is gender.
She is. No, you said it. She's a golden heifer who must be worshipped. That we must make sacrifices to.
Oh, maybe we can do that when the new solo album comes out.
All right, let's make sacrifices to our golden idol.
But for now,
Cow statue 2028.
I mean, I would vote for that.
No.
But yeah, basically, it's like a third of this is Kim Gordon rambling, and the second third is probably at this point the most Sonic Youth's most explosive spiral of noise up to this point.
Absolutely.
I guess not the most explosive because the expressway to your skull exists, but like, but still.
Absolutely, it is a. Yeah, I mean, like Kim's rants are pretty. It's kind of fun to hear Kim ramble on in the same way that Lee Ronaldo usually does.
Yeah, does this sound simple? Fuck you. Are you for sale? Does fuck you sound simple enough?
Yeah, and then kind of goes into a nice chorus. It just the whole thing sounds really just pretty. And then it does, like Kim's vocals on this kind of soaring beat just kind of feels very motivational in its own way.
Yeah, That course itself, is just come on down to the store. You can buy some more. Like, yeah, this is Reagan's 80s.
The Radies. Story time. I remember when I was a kid, me and my sister I had an MP3 player, and I downloaded this song onto it. And it was one of those old MP3 players that you couldn't actually choose the song without going through a bunch of button selections. And I remember this, the last time I'd used it was mowing the lawn, listening to the beginning of this song. And then I let my sister borrow the MP3 player while she was mowing the lawn, and she didn't know how to work with it, so she just heard this song in its entirety, and she complained to me that that song is so freaking long, I didn't know when it was going to end. What the fuck?
Imagine if Bring the Sun was on there, and that's what she listens to.
If that... she's lucky I didn't... this was like my first introduction to this type of music. This is literally the first album that made me realize that there was like a lot more than just the stuff my parents could introduce me to. Which took me a minute, because my parents are I've established they are characters, and they had no shortage of good taste. But they did absolutely have their blind spots, being from a place as culturally isolated as the Rio Grande Valley. So, once I had the ability to search the internet, yep, it was game over.
I could go on a whole rant about my musical journey, but but I think we're gonna get sidetracked enough as is talking about these two albums, and I don't want to go deep into that.
Yeah.
Like, I will say, the guitar tone on some of these riffs is probably the most 80s this album ever sounds. It sounds more like the 80s than the 90s, but that's not a bad thing.
It's a little, it sounds clean in the way that 80s music sounded clean. This one, I would say.
Yeah, and it's a nice juxtaposition between that and the chaotic swirling sounds, swirling noise.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is still a lot of feedback going on, which wasn't really happening. Which really wasn't happening at the same time as accessible pop riffs before this album.
Yeah, it's such a... Yeah, it is weird to live in a world that this album did help create.
Yeah.
And then it means so much to me, even though I was not there at the time. I've never even been to New York.
I've technically been, but I was hunkered in a bus terminal.
They would be mean to me.
Like, I slept on the floor.
I mean, that just sounds like everyone I know who has a studio in NYC. It sounds like you got the experience to me.
Yeah. I kind of did. Yeah, I used my backpack as a pillow.
Nice. Shout out to Backpack Pillow Kid, bus move.
But yeah, the Sprawl, if you count the trilogy songs as their own songs, the Sprawl is technically the longest song, but like I don't really think the trilogy is separate.
Yeah, we'll get to the trilogy.
Yeah, you guys bring up the trilogy a lot.
And we'll get... Do you want to move on to track number 4?
Cross the breeze. Cross the fucking breeze. Yes, my god. Yes, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck.
Yeah, this is one of those songs I would call one of my favorite songs of all time. If not it was up there for a bit. I don't know. I feel like the favorite song of all time is more of a category of shifting titles that could go in and out. You could have anywhere from 1 to 5 to more songs. But this one has probably been in that list for like the longest consistent time.
I don't blame you. Like that. once those drums kick in, that's probably Steve Shelley's best drum work on any song.
Yeah, I don't know how he does those like 16th note hi-hats with the snare on every quarter for a song this fast. It really did sound like a drum machine. Like I literally remember like going back and just listening to it just to like hear. I was like searching for flaws for like just a fuck up or like hitting the cymbals wrong. I remember going back and just going over and over with it.
Yeah, I think the only drum fill I can think of that I think matches this energy is Kaho Kiss's drum fill in "I Checked Your Cell Phone" Motoboke Beaver.
Shout out to Otaboke.
And
Get
also
beavered.
and also being of Kaho Kisses leaving the band too. So
You think
uh,
Otaboke Beaver is going to cameo in Hoppers?
maybe I have no idea. I don't. That would be fun. I forget Hoppers is a thing that's gonna happen. I guess I don't know. I kind of fell off of Disney because Disney fell off this decade.
I mean, Otaboke Beaver didn't cameo in hundreds of beavers, so I feel like they got to do something soon, or else they will just like miss out on striking while the iron is hot. And also like on a more I'm into Hoppers because it's the guy who did We Bare Bears. That seems interesting to me.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. That's
Daniel
cool.
Chong. Anyway, my favorite song of all time. Yes, sorry to get distracted by that important topic to talk about hoppers. But yeah, no, I mean I've known this song for so long. It's just great. It's just it feels self-evidently wonderful. It has everything you want a song like this to be. It's got its gentle moments, it's building. It sounds like a hurricane. It's got that section where it's the eye of the hurricane. It just it's more ferocious, and then it just kind of evaporates away at the end. It's a very linear, well done, and powerful song, whatever it's about.
Yeah, this is a song you send to aliens.
Aliens would appreciate this.
Like if we ever make a second golden record, we should put this on there.
Absolutely. I would sponsor that. I don't know how much money it costs to send something into space, but I would do the research.
Yeah, I do wonder. I do wonder if that golden record is ever how that golden record is ever going to play.
Yeah, hopefully they'll figure it out, those aliens.
Like depends on. Well, I guess I'm sure if depends on if it actually reaches a place with a planet with an atmosphere.
True, it would suck if it just like hit. I know space is like super empty. It's probably not just gonna hit a random planet, but I mean, it could just like land on some random moon and then gets found by some other explorers later. I don't know. My mom has always subscribed to the theory that there is intelligent life out there, but like humans are, the rather the Earth is such a uniquely redneck planet that the aliens ignore us on purpose.
If I ever believed in any of those conspiracy theories, it'd be more like the South Park one, where we're just reality TV for other aliens.
That'd be pretty
Like I, I'm,
nifty.
I'm I'm sure they'd be having a blast nowadays.
Oh yeah, I mean just yeah, they got to be having a good time. This season
Especially
had.
to
I was gonna
especially
say,
today.
honestly, today kind of jumped the shark. I feel yeah, I don't know. I feel like the writing's not as good as it used to be. Things are just a little bit too deranged.
Yeah, well, then again, you could say that the pandemic was the filler arc, while this was the main arc.
Nodding.
Like that was
Nodding.
like that was the B plot. Now we're in the A plot.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah.
plot is back.
But yeah. Cross the Breeze is definitely my favorite Kim Gordon song on the album.
Yeah.
And like you said, I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, it's never been super, like, I don't know, I guess I kind of interpret it as it being about relationship drama. If there is a part about it in Girl in a Band, I either didn't get to that part or I just don't remember. Yeah, and I don't think, yeah, to my knowledge, because I remember looking for it, and I don't think the band has ever, like, or Kim has ever come out and said it's about anything, but, yeah, I don't know. It makes you feel things nonetheless. Which I guess, like, you
Yeah,
could also say Teenage Riots or The Sprawl aren't, like, about anything, but they make you feel things.
I mean, this is paced similarly to Teenage Riot, and it's about as long too.
And I also kind of, when you were saying that this album started the 90s, I also can see that, like, this is kind of the start of, like, maybe the 90s irony poisoning that we saw from that decade. And I'm not saying that in, like, a derogatory way, but just, like, some of these lyrics are deliberately weird for weirdness sake, and then everything's just, like, a bit, like, oh, it's like, irony on top of irony. Nobody knows anymore, like the Lollapalooza guys from the Simpsons episode.
Yeah, well, I guess as I've gotten older, I've gotten less ironic, but like I don't know. I feel like in the '90s, for like at least for a point, I there was like a good balance of irony and sincerity.
It's a good balance
Like
to have.
particularly in the early to mid '90s. Like late '90s gets a bit too well. Okay, I guess it's more like early '90s. Mid '90s gets a bit too ironic, and late '90s does get kind of gets rid of irony entirely.
Yeah, a little bit more like you know, you see Smash Mouth go from making a song like "Walking on the Sun" to making a song like "All Star," and like you kind of get where we're like the turn of the millennium happened on a
Yeah,
dime. It just switched.
yeah. So yeah, after that is Eric's Trip, the first Lee song on the album,
It's the Lee time. We're
and
getting Lee.
yep, and like with every other Lee song, he's rambling and referencing books.
Supposedly, the lyrics are based on a monologue in the Andy Warhol film Chelsea Girl, given by a character on LSD.
Yeah, I, I, is that who Eric is? A character from that?
Let me see. Yeah, Eric Emerson. Haha.
Okay, all right.
We solved the mystery.
Yep. And now the next mystery is finding out what "I'm over the city, fucking the future" means.
You know, when I was a kid, I didn't realize that Sonic Youth had a third vocalist. I thought the Lee Ronaldo songs were all sung by Thurston Moore, and I remember being confused why some of his songs were more deranged than others. There's probably a better word than that, but on the other hand, no, there isn't.
More, I guess more poetic.
Yeah, like, but then also just like I guess just not pop. That is
Yeah, I guess
more
like
what I mean by
Thurston.
that.
I guess Thurston. I mean, Thurston's a poet in his own right, but like he has this, but like he has the laid back slacker attitude in his songs.
Yeah, and I could say that like all of the Thurston songs on here, except for maybe Silver Rocket, are like accessible enough that you could play them on radio uncontroversially. Some of these Lee songs are just maybe a bit too like you can't get into groove. And you know,
Yeah,
that's
like
just what his songs are like, and that's why we like them. But nevertheless.
yeah, yeah. But speaking of Thurston and accessible, "Total Trash" is maybe my favorite song on the entire album, and
Nodding.
possibly my favorite Sonic Youth song in general.
Very nice.
Like it is like the perfect blend of noise of noisy chaos and pop melodies. Like they all just coalesce with each other beautifully.
This was another song I remember listening to a lot on that MP3 player. And I remember, yeah, like the latter, like the first half of this song is fun, fairly conventional. The second half just kind of builds and builds and builds until it deflates. And
Yeah,
just as and the thing about like this song deflates in the last minute and a half, similar to the way Cross the Breeze does. And those are like very fun deflations. Those are like they're slower breakdowns, and it feels like it's earned by the chaos that preceded it, and it just feels like a nice release of energy, and it's just like very satisfying in a way that I don't think if a lot of bands tried this, they could quite pull that off.
yeah.
How
It's
to
like,
like go ahead.
and it's funny that Swans is known for that nowadays, but back then Swans wasn't doing anything like that. They weren't. They had at most one song with some kind of something you could call build up, and it was nothing like this. Like this was basic. This is that Glenn Branca-esque build up.
Mm.
Yeah, but taken with in a slightly poppier direction.
It's crazy. I wonder if anyone in people in these band ever worked with Glenn Branca.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wonder if they were in some kind of scene together. Like, yeah, there's like a wavy scene, a no wave scene.
Shit, you call that scene the beach at South Padre Island because there ain't no goddamn waves.
Exactly. And this song does actually have a distinct theme about the crack that was being funneled into New York City during the Reagan years.
Oh, the crack years. The crack epidemic.
Yeah.
So much drugs.
Yeah, I also do wonder if some of these abstract lyrics are just like maybe New York slang that is either so obscure now that maybe just doesn't exist anymore.
But yeah, that's true, and I guess that scene, that slang at the time in that part of the country in that decade is already different, and then you have like the scene of very esoteric people. I'm sure they had their own language that excuse me, never quite made it out to the rest of us.
Yeah, and it's also possible that there's some slang in there that you don't explain the meaning of, or else you get cut.
Right.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah. I guess that's just any city, really. I'm sure they all have some kind of slang like that.
Every city's got its bad parts, except for far Texas, because all of that city is the bad part.
I see.
Bam! Suck it far.
But yeah, Total Trash is false advertisement because it's actually the best song on the album.
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly one of my favorite. When I was first like listening to the whole album, this was one of the songs that I very instantly just grabbed toward. It's really good. Good.
It took me a while to really love this song in particular. I don't know, just something about just after listening to it multiple times, it just really clicked with me.
I'm glad.
Yeah. And that ends the first disc of Daydream Nation.
The
Now,
first
we move on
disc
to the
is
second
over.
disc.
The second disc is beginning.
Yep. It begins with "Hey Joni," another Lee song.
Hey, Joni, it's time for a Lee song.
Yep. Yep.
Damn. What
Yep.
do you think
And
this one's about?
hmm. Maybe a famous person named Joni. Maybe like a musician.
Okay. Maybe Joni Ernst. No, damn it. That's a
Yeah,
senator.
totally.
I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
Yeah, Joni Mitchell, of course. But,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty,
also, yeah, but yeah, it also references the book Neuromancer because it's Lee Ronaldo.
more William Gibson nerd shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
never read Neuromancer, but I know that apparently, pretty sure the author was afraid to release it because Blade Runner had come out, and he thought he was onto something new, and that his thunder was getting stolen before he could even release it.
interesting. I had heard a different rumor. Actually, I heard a rumor he was afraid to release Neuromancer because he had a vision of the future and he could see that Billy Idol would make a weird cyberpunk album out of it. And he was asking himself, is it worth it to put this in the world if it will also create cyberpunk by Billy Idol?
Oh God, Cyberpunk by Billy Idol. That would be an episode.
God, yeah, honestly, I don't like to. I like to make commitments like impulsively like this, but yeah, a future episode definitely. That just sounds like fun.
Like that, that fucking that fucking just techno cover of Heroin by the Velvet Underground sure is a thing you could have done.
I want to go to the heroin rave. I love the heroin
Uh,
rave.
that they don't do heroin at the rave, sweetie.
Yes, they do. At the heroin rave, they will. No, I'm sorry. No, cover of Heroin by Velvet Underground and interpolation of this Patti Smith song, "Horses." Is that
Gloria.
Gloria? Thank you. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
also
I
yeah,
like.
just make it sound like a Primal Scream song if Bobby Gillespie had more of a head injury than he already does.
So many decisions were made.
Oh yeah.
But, as for Hey Joni, yeah, it's just more Lee Ronaldo abstractness. Like, yeah, it just simply sounds pretty good to me.
It is very nice. I love those guitar part, especially that section where he's talking. He says, "She's a beautiful mental jukebox, a sailboat explosion." I really love some of those guitars and the production in those parts of the songs or the song. I should say.
Man,
Sorry. Like that's
my
always stood
favorite.
out as like a particularly favorite like guitar lick on the album.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It is a really good lick. Also, the line, it's 1963, it's 1964, it's 1957, it's 1962. I still don't know what that means, but it just really sticks out to me.
I am not sure. I kind of thought it was like the birth years of all the members of the band, but that's not true. So,
Yeah, no, Nah, I'm pretty sure, like, I think Thurston may have been born in 57. Like,
okay.
I know Kim Gordon was born in 53.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're more obscure references. Maybe he just like threw out some random years that Joni Mitchell
Yeah,
was alive and making music.
no, she definitely wouldn't have been. No, she was definitely not making music in any of these years.
Well, if she was alive in 57, then maybe she was in an elementary school playing the recorder at some point. That counts as making music.
Or it could just be Lee Ronaldo being Lee Ronaldo.
True. Gotta make
Yeah,
count for the Ronaldos.
the Ronaldo principle.
Ronaldos.
Yeah. After that, we get an interlude. Providence.
Yeah, shout out Rhode Island. That's where Family
Yeah.
Guy lives.
Yeah. Oh, that Family Guy. That home of Family Guy. John Family Guy. The familiest of guys.
Right here. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, Thurston, you gotta quit with the weed, man. Anyway, those people are
Thank
judgmental. Talk later. Bye.
Thank you, Mike Watt from Minutemen. Very cool.
Yeah, it is just yeah. No, this song is just a piano with some like vinyl scratch noises over it, and then yeah, a random voicemail from the guy from the Minutemen talking to Thurston.
Yeah, I forgot the name of what the band was after Minutemen. I think it's like I forgot what it was.
The Hour Men.
True. But also rest in peace, D Boon, of course.
Rest in peace, Steve.
Yeah, it's a neat little cool down from all the chaos of the past few songs.
And how?
Yeah, and it was still kind of cool down because Candle is probably the poppiest song on the whole album.
Yeah, this one is something special. I'm surprised I never heard it anywhere like in the wild before.
Yeah, like you could totally play this on radio. Like I'm sure they play Teenage Riot on some radios. So maybe they play this too.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this one is it's just got a beautiful riff. It sounds pretty. Thurston's voice is good over it. When it has its like instrumental breakdown section, it's super well done. It's nice and loud. This one is just good. It's like almost boringly perfect. I love it. Love this damn thing.
And
Love it so much.
it also has one of the lyrics was the original title for the album. They were gonna call it "Tonight's the Day," as a reference to Neil Young's album "Tonight's the Night."
Dang.
Yeah. I do also wonder if, because I know a lot of the '90s grunge bands love Neil Young. Neil Young brought them back. I wonder if this also may have helped. This may have also helped set him back up. That plus "Rocket in the Free World" coming out the year after this. It's like the people were poised to be reminded of just how good Neil Young is.
True. And Neil was definitely I mean, he had the respect of so many of these people in the alt rock scene at this time, and you could really. It was nice to know that there was so much mutual respect between these people who were influenced by him, and and like he was always making music, doing weird things, being cool.
Yeah,
Pissing
maybe
off Leonard
Trans to be
Skinner.
an episode.
Yeah, interesting.
I've always wanted to listen to Trans. That one seems kind of infamous.
We could do some infamy.
Yeah.
Let's get infamy.
But yeah, Candle's just very pretty. I love it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Rain King is the last Lee song on the album.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, Lee. It was fun to have you. Now you're going back into your cabinet.
Yeah, back into the Lee cabinet.
Close. That was the noise of a cabinet closing.
Yeah, that's what they sound like when they close. They're close.
Close. Close.
Close. Um, it's this is my least favorite song on the album, even though I still have it starred.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah,
guess.
like song, like not counting Providence, of course.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, my thing with Rain King, I guess, is that it is the. I guess I don't want to say the lead song that justifies itself the least of his three on here because that's not exactly what I mean. But there are points in this song where I don't know. Like if there's any song that like maybe I felt like could have been trimmed like 20 seconds, it would be this one. Which is interesting because it is, I think this is one of the shorter songs here at like 4 minutes and 39 seconds.
Yeah, none of the songs on side C go past 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, side C. We gotta shove some things onto you.
Yep. I do want. Yeah, I do wonder. With a lot of double albums from the '70s in particular, I feel like if some of those were made in the CD era, they'd just be like 55-minute albums, like Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
Like,
you've got
like,
onto something.
I feel like that is an 80-minute album with probably like 50 minutes of material that should be on there. Like 55 minutes that should be on there.
Mm, yeah. Oh,
Well,
the limitations of the time. They didn't
then
even
again,
know
that,
how
that
limited them.
that never stopped Genesis from making 55-minute albums on single LPs.
Oh, Genesis, you really were the beginning.
Yep, from Genesis to Revelation.
They really were the start. The empriesado. The just the right thing in the beginning. They're seeing the trends. Oh, Phil Collins. Anyway. But no, I mean, don't, but yeah, I mean, like my comments on Rain King, that's only if I'm feeling like really snobbish. And I guess the only bad thing I honestly could say about Rain King is that it's not as good as the other Lee songs.
Yeah, that thing that speaks more to how good Daydream Nation is as a whole. Like something has to fall short from the rest of the album.
And how?
Yeah. Um. So yeah, that closes side C. Side D opens with the last full Kim song, "Kissability."
Yeah. This
Like
one,
I wouldn't be
yeah. You wouldn't be
surprised
surprised.
if some of these lyrics are stuff that Kim has been told verbatim by sleazy executives.
That's the energy that I get. Again,
Like
I wish I'd
especially
finished
like,
growing a
you know,
band.
yeah, especially "You're So Soft, You Make Me Hard." Though,
Yeah.
because even though I feel like Kim Gordon is very notably not soft at all, but like I'm sure a sleazy executive wouldn't see that.
Yeah, but then it's also like just clever enough that I could picture her writing it and like not
Yeah,
as somebody like actually saying that who might not be that clever. But
or
but yeah, no,
no, I'm
this
sure.
one.
Yeah, she. No, I'm sure she's probably also heard said to other people though. Like I'm sure some sleazy executive has said that to someone somewhere.
But then I also feel, and this kind of okay, like have you ever heard? And this is from Sonic Nurse, like way late in 2004. Have you ever heard Kim Gordon and the Arthur Doyle hand cream?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so that is the Sonic Youth diss track against Mariah Carey. And Kim sings that one, and it's pretty pointed at criticizing not her exactly, but like the pop machine, and then her like passivity in participating in it, which does make me think like, what the hell? Like, why do they have beef? Like, what happened there? Or is Kim just like throwing out shots, and then like later on Goose, she had perhaps the most well-known Sonic Youth song that's not Teenage Riot is a diss against LL Cool J, who was super popular at the time. So this also feels like a I don't know. I feel like this is about the music industry, yeah, but like I feel like the music specifically, I think she's criticizing the kind of molding of young female stars into objects of desire. They're having kissability, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah, that is definitely the crux of the song.
Damn, what did Mariah Carey do to piss her off so much?
I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, but then yeah, I guess it is also well established that these guys can be kind of aggressive sometimes. So, who knows?
I mean, they are a punk band.
That is true. It would be weird. It would be weirder if they weren't, I guess.
Yeah, and honestly, some of these lyrics could be in a Swan song, like
Oh.
particularly on like Greed or Holy Money.
I could say that the way that like they're sung from like a lecherous point of view, especially like a
Yeah,
villainous
like I'm
perspective.
like I'm like specifically, I'm thinking of the song "A Screw."
You know,
Like here's it, like put it in your mouth. Here's your money. Put it in your mouth. Here's your money. Yeah, like and it also makes sense since Thurston and Michael are friends.
friends.
Yeah, yeah. That's kissability. Now we're at the finale, the trilogy. Or it's just called, well, not the trilogy, just trilogy. But yeah,
It is
the album closer.
unless you have like digital versions or some other releases where they split the trilogy into three separate tracks. But for the purpose of this review, I mean, we're going to be talking about the three segments anyway, so distinction without a difference. But
Yeah, like so up to this point, this would have been the longest Sonic Youth song.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like of course now it's the Diamond Sea, and but like trilogy is epic in a different way from the Diamond Sea, and like this one caps off the album magnificently.
And as you can imagine, this trilogy does contain three distinct segments. The first of which is known as A, The Wonder, and sung by Thurston.
Yep, and it sounds incredibly urgent.
Yeah, it is quite fast, loud. Honestly, maybe more than the hardest rocker other than Silver Rocket. In
Oh,
terms of how,
oh,
like, or not, no, at least in terms
I
of how, like, I'll say, like, how raw it is.
honestly, I'd argue the third segment is a harder rocker.
There, we'll get to the third segment, I guess.
We will.
but by this point, this reminds me more of Silver Rocket than the previous song Kissability.
Definitely, it's definitely punkier than most of the rest of the album. Like more overtly punk.
And how.
Um, the lyrics are still abstract, of course, but this has some of the best pop noise blends on the whole album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really love going back to this one.
Yeah, and of course, I said before, I'll say again, it's really helped by that Motoric beat.
Sorry. Allergies. Sorry. Allergies are getting in my eyes. So I am going to walk to the other side of the room and blow my nose. Mage, go talk some more.
Yeah, so the wonder is yeah, so the wonder just lets you know immediately that shit's about to go down. And I think the best part is actually the end of the wonder, where it does slow down a bit and it just transitions directly into B, Hyperstation,
Hyperstation.
which is very different, which is way different from the rest of the album. That it's tense as fuck.
Yeah, it's this one is like a lot of build up and not a lot of payoff.
Yeah,
But that's okay because the payoff comes in the next segment. We'll get to it.
yeah, it's like a, it's not. There's no big walls of noise here. This is just that it's not really bass, not really prevalent bass, but like there is some shimmering guitar tones there and some hi hats. It's mainly just hi hats for percussion on this segment.
Yeah. Although I think there is a nice little drum fill at some point in Hyperstation. I think closer to the end.
Yeah.
And then we also get the album title drop on this one.
Yep. Daydreamin' Days and a Daydream Nation.
Ain't that a thesis statement?
Oh yeah, like it's, you know, like this is what we've been building up to.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sounds, and the lyrics are still even more abstract. From Bowery to Broom to Green, I'm a walking lizard. Last night's dream was a talking baby wizard.
Oh, Thurston, we never know what you mean, but we love you.
Yeah. But I don't know, it just sounds so badass and ominous with that coupled with the tense instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also one of the longest. Individually, it's one of the longest songs on the album too. It's another 7-minute.
Yeah, this segment does take its time.
Yeah, like at this point, it's like like Swans wasn't doing anything like this at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how the future would future.
Yeah,
And then,
like even that one song I mentioned earlier, the Blind Love, like is not like this. Like this, no, this does fit. This sets a precedent.
does make me wish that Sonic Youth kept doing. It was funny because like I guess by the time Swans, when their career had reached the 21st century, they had started to make long songs like this, and when Sonic Youth was in the 21st century, you know, for all like 4 of those albums, they were not making songs these long and atmospheric.
Yeah,
So
it's
damn,
like
what
it's
a
like
shift.
yeah, it's like just right when Swans gets at the height of their commercial peak, Sonic Youth is broken up because Thurston couldn't keep it in his pants.
Yeah.
But actually, yeah. Well, at least he couldn't keep it with Kim. I mean,
I don't. Shit, I'm trying to remember where I heard this. Might have been on one of those podcasts I listen to. So I guess this is like a third-hand account or whatever. But basically, someone on the podcast said that they knew someone who was installing something at Thurston Moore's house in like 2021. And I think just overheard him muttering something of idiot, stupid. You fucked things up with Kim, you fucking idiot. Stupid. So that, take that with like a huge ass grain of salt, but if true, amusing.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been told that plenty of times.
Oh no, he said that to himself.
Oh.
That was the thing.
Yeah,
he was like,
oh yeah, I'm sure he's told. Yeah, I would believe that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the segment just drops off, it just kind of dissolves,
And then
we get Z Eliminator Junior. Yes, Z. We're skipping all the way to Z.
supposedly, it was a ZZ Top reference.
Yep. The combining ZZ Top and Dinosaur Junior.
Or as the British say, ZZ Top.
I feel like the guys from ZZ Top would kill you for saying that.
I don't think they actually do say that there, and I've asked several of them who speak that fucked up version of English.
Like those guys will come to your house and strangle you with their beards.
But like, it does work both ways, and the Canadians do have a right to harm us if we call that Rush song anything other than YYZ.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta respect the peace treaty, respect the boundaries. Only thing separating us from the chimpanzees is the ability to read treaties.
So true. But yeah, this one is another Kim song, another Kim track, and she's singing about a murderer, Robert Chambers, the preppy killer.
Ooh.
And singing from his perspective, apparently.
The preppy killers.
Yeah.
Did he kill preps, or was he a prep who killed?
I don't quite know. That was just his nickname.
Damn, well, this song makes him sound cool.
Yeah. It is a really cool song, a really cool way to end the album, just with total whiplash too, from the intensity of Hyperstation.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one's intense in a more straightforward way.
Oh yeah, it is forceful, and it's pretty short, and it's a very fun way to end the album on one heck of a note.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's Daydream Nation.
Yes. Oh, Daydream
Nation. You didn't
Nation.
need us to tell you that.
Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't even know they could make music like that in the 80s. I swear to God, I was 15. I was like, what? It was just like nuts.
Took me until I was like 21 to listen to this album.
Yeah.
Took me even longer to love it.
Interesting.
Though in that time I heard other Sonic Youth albums that I said I like more like Dirty and Washing Machine, but then I went back to revisit this, and no, this towers over all of them.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, this album was, like I said, pretty foundational for me as a youth to, again, Rock Band 2. So many artists discovered through the Harmonix Activision machine. But this one, I think, really did get me on down a path that I don't otherwise might not have really gone down. So yeah, it is foundational, and it is also a really, really good album that every time I listen to it, it just it's as great as the first time I heard it. So, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. I guess for me, that album would be "To Be Kind" by Swans.
And to be kind, we will be.
I guess more accurate would be "Skinny Fist" by Godspeed You Black Emperor, but this works too.
We'll do. I mean, you can't really do an episode on or could we do an episode on Skinny Fists?
We can't really. I don't think we can really do a Godspeed episode in general because I don't handle talking about instrumentals very well. I'm not really that good at it.
Yeah, and I would and if we did, I would rather talk about one of the more or I guess relatively underrated ones like Yankee UXO. But
Yankee UXO is so good, but yeah, again, it's just that instrumental thing. Hard to talk about.
It would get complicated and.
Well, maybe we could talk. Maybe we talk about "All Lights Fucked on the Hairy Amp Drooling" because apparently Ephraim actually sings on some of those songs.
Does it now?
Yeah, and also there's a lot of short songs. Instead of just like a couple of long instrumentals.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Put that on the back pocket.
Yeah, maybe if we ever talk about like demos. I guess unreleased or like albums that have been unreleased for years commercially, but were since found. Oh yeah, lost media albums, I guess.
Lost media episode.
I remember when that was found too.
Nice.
Yeah, and I remember the whole. But yeah, actually, I'm not going to go on that tangent. To Be Kind. Yeah, so
it's by Swans.
Yep, it's their most popular album. Soundtracks for the Blind is a legendary album too, but let's face it, To Be Kind is their most popular album now.
Yeah, it's certainly easier to explain to people.
Yeah, it has way longer songs generally than soundtracks, but like, I feel like you'd have an easier time recommending this and talking about it with people. So, Soundtracks for the Blind kind of stands alone in the Swans discography.
Yep.
You can tell that To Be Kind is long, sprawling epics for 2 hours.
Oh, epics. Sprawling, long, baby heads. 2014.
And fun fact, this album... Did you know this album charted on the Billboard 200 albums? Yeah, it peaked at number 37.
It peaked... Oh, 37. Oh, really? Wow. I thought you were going to say like 190 or something.
No, the Seer was like 190, I think, around there. But To Be Kind is a top 40 Billboard album.
Yeah, so why the fuck hasn't Todd in the Shadows talked about it? I'm gonna it qualifies. I'm gonna send him an angry ass tweet.
I'm pretty sure, like, you could say it was like between Bastille and Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, what a world! What a world we living in.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, pretty sure The Seer and To Be Kind are their only albums to actually chart on the Billboard 200 albums charts.
I thought, I thought Birthing charted.
Maybe it did. I didn't check. Maybe it was a vinyl chart because I know that Leaving Meaning was on a vinyl chart.
Nodding. Okay,
I
I
actually haven't
got
checked with.
birthing. Wikipedia says it hasn't charted in America, but it did hit number 12 on the Scottish albums charts
The Scots must love swans.
and number 10 on Croatian international albums,
Okay, Croatia loves them too.
and 25 in Germany.
Okay, yeah,
12 on the
Germany
UK.
definitely loves them. I already know that. I'm pretty sure Michael speaks German in a lot of songs.
Concerning.
And they have a whole German language EP.
Oh, German. Them and the Beatles.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually fluent in German.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. To Be Kind. I said before that's my second favorite album of all time. I'll say it's my favorite sounding album of all time. Like I think this in general is like in an album format. This is the pinnacle of sound to my ears.
Oh, sound. It is, and there's a lot of sounds on this one, and they sound pretty good.
Yeah, there are less songs on here than there are in Daydream Nation, but this is way longer album. This is a 2-hour album with 10 songs.
Yeah, their songs take their time. One of them a bit,
Yeah.
but you'll find that they don't wear out their welcome too much. At least I don't think so.
I don't think so either, especially when your opening track is Screenshot, which is probably the best, which is probably like the song you show people to try to get them into Swans.
Yeah, it is pretty platonic, I must admit.
Yeah, like this tells you what they're all about in their big sound era. Like it's just an 8-minute long build up.
Mm-hmm. And it just builds and it builds and it goes, and it's got like a really sick bass lick that they build off of. Or I don't know if that's guitar, what instrument that is.
This album in general is just groovy as hell.
So many grooves.
Yeah. That bass lick is iconic. Like it just starts off with the bass, and then they just add, then you get some drums, and they just keep on piling more and more elements as they go until it explodes.
And he's singing.
Yeah, it's very simple
allergies.
lyrics. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, singing like no this, no that, no pain, no death, no fear, no hate.
I love the piano that starts to trickle in around the time the song starts to get really sinister sounding. Let's go with sinister
I love
sounding.
that piano. Yeah, this song sounds sinister.
Yeah. Sinister.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's like saying that in a single moment, in just one screenshot, nothing bad can happen. It's just people living in the moment, just captured in one still frame in time.
That's pretty deep. That is so deep. Yeah, no, I mean, great
then,
opener. Just a great opener.
And then at the end, it's like he's just urging it. It's like he's just telling you, shouting, just love, now, breathe, now, here, now, here, now.
Man, I mean, Michael loves his shouting. He loves shouting words.
Yeah, does that a lot.
He was.
I also forgot to mention that this album in general was, I think it's the last album I gave a first listen to in 2019. So I closed that decade off with this album.
Nice. Close it off well
Yeah.
for the new era of monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, that screenshot, one of the most iconic Swan songs, and for a good reason too.
Yep.
And we
No
get the next
arguments
song,
here.
"Just a Little Boy," for Chester Burnett.
Oh, Chester.
Yep, this song was
This
how
song
I
was
found out.
really...
That's how I found out who Howlin'
Who
Wolf
was?
was. Howlin' Wolf,
Ah,
Chester Burnett.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, just
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
most famous Delta blues singers.
Swans predicted astronaut in the ocean. Beautiful. Wait, that astronaut in the ocean guy called himself Howlin' Wolf, right? Masked Wolf. Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Wolf.
Close enough. I don't like it for a white Australian to call himself that. Anyway. Rewind. I like that this that first song sounds so tightly constructed to be tense and ominous, and then this one just kind of sounds like you're in a shack in the middle of the desert, but also the desert isn't purgatory.
Honestly, I was thinking
Sounds
of,
very...
I was thinking in a circus, but it's like, it's a haunt, but like, it's okay. Well, I guess circuses are evil in general.
It's a dusty ass circus.
Yeah, like it's just, it's a dimly lit one too.
Filled with smoke, smelling like old beer bottles.
Yeah. Like it's very, the song is very claustrophobic in a different way than most Swan songs are. Like this one is very sparse, and that does creep me out a bit.
It does make you feel like there are people around you, and that you're not sure what's going on.
Yeah, Michael himself isn't sure what's going on. He said he just wrote the lyrics without thinking about them.
Well, they might have some kind of meaning to it, but then again, I kind of believe that with a couple of Swan songs. I'm not human. I'm just a boy. I need love. Shut it. I'm living in a wonderland. Like, yeah, that feels like he could improvise that.
Yeah.
Just hunch.
And when he gets to the "I'm just a little boy," like when he just saying it like that, and eventually you hear laughter. Like, do you just hear a crowd laughing?
What a sound!
Yeah,
My goodness.
it's like you're getting laughed at yourself. Like you're just like you're at the circus, and you're the freak.
Oh, the circus freak. Maybe that's how these Delta blues singers felt performing in the Jim Crow era.
Pretty sure that was past Jim Crow, wasn't it? Like it was still horribly racist, but like pretty sure it was past Jim Crow.
I don't think Mississippi got these. I don't think Mississippi got desegregated until 2004. Howlin' Wolf, born 1910, died 76. So, yeah, years active from the 30s onward. So yeah, he's that's a sinner's country in sinner's time, sinner's contemporary.
Definitely.
Damn, Sinners 2, but it's Howlin' Wolf and he's Howlin' Werewolf. Woo! Oh.
I'd only watch that if I still want Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan together playing again.
Come on, Ryan Coogler. If you have balls, you'll do Sinners 2 Howlin' Werewolf.
You gotta have this song in the end credits. but don't actually.
Again, if you have balls, Ryan Coogler, you'll do it. And if you don't do it, well, I think the record can speak for itself.
Yeah. But yeah, after 10 minutes or so of just very minimalist, sparse instrumentals, suddenly we get these exploding guitars every now and then.
No.
Which I always interpreted as like an escape into like drugs or alcohol, like an escape from the feelings of humiliation.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good, easy thing to draw, considering the vibes and the lyrics and the text and subtext of this one.
Yeah, especially since after he says "living in Wonderland."
Oh, Wonderland.
Yeah.
Not Caravan Palace Wonderland,
Yeah.
but a similar concept. It turns out it actually comes from a book
Oh.
written by a British guy. So, But it's there.
Yeah. After that is another one of the most popular Swan songs, "A Little God in My Hands."
Yeah. One of the shorter Swans songs of this era at a tasty 7 minutes.
Yep. This is the second shortest song on the album.
Mm-hmm. And it's a more groovy one. If Just a Little Boy felt dusty, this is a little more clean, like Screenshot was.
Yeah, like it's got a straight up funk groove, like a demented funk groove.
Yeah, and it just really builds up on that simple pattern, and that's how a lot of these songs go. They'll just have a simple pattern, and then they'll like build onto it and more, and just like really like stretch out it until it gets like every possible effect and conniving you can get out of it. Some good songs here.
Exactly. And I also love the vocal deliveries on here. Like Michael is just singing these in almost like show tuney villain this sort of way.
Oh, villain.
Yeah, like I got the book here. I got the lyrics like, "Big little lamb, a granite slab, black as I'm creeping, forever leaking." Like that.
Yeah, and I remember, I read that the song was supposedly about Michael picturing, or like trying to describe God, like what somebody with that many contradictions would have to be like if you had to describe it in person. And I do like that first verse with its reference to lamb sacrifice, really good. And then that second verse that just lasts like 2/3 of the song, and then just God chant turns into that ritual chanting is fucking sick.
It really is. And I also want to shout out after the first explosion, we get this 6/8 synth riff that plays alongside the 4/4 guitars. So now we got some syncopation.
It's twinkly and it will capture your attention.
Yeah, like it also just makes the song feel that much more disjointed and off kilter.
Yep, and no joints to be found here. No joint zone.
Also, at a certain point, after he sings all these evil sounding, he just sings in the most cartoonishly evil way possible. You eventually get Michael's wife Jennifer coming in saying, "So far, so many miles so far."
Yes, the chanting. It feels ritualistic.
Yeah,
It is creepy.
it is. And
He's really describing God.
yeah, one of these days I am going to read the entire Bible front to back, and I'm going to see all those contradictions.
He's got a lot on he's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah. I guess he still never did quite get over the fascination with televangelist preachers that he had during the Children of God era.
Hmm. Children of God. God only has one child, first of all. If he was really raised by Christians, he would know that. So, fact check.
He definitely was not raised by his parents.
Fact check.
At least Bailey was.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, "Little God in My Hands" is it's just a fun song all around. It's like probably it's not the most fun song on the album. We'll get there. Boy, will we get there.
Yep.
But before we do, we got the big one.
It's big. Not in the sense that it's the most well known. Or in one sense, it's well known, but it is
one.
big.
Yep. We're the longest song we've ever covered on this podcast. A 34-minute epic, "Bring the Sun" / "Toussaint Louverture." I keep saying the word epic, but can you blame me? Like, these are epic songs in epic albums.
That is the intention. Yes.
Yeah. And there was an interview where Michael called Haiti, in his own words, a fulcrum of everything horrible and good. Another quote, "It's a terrible place that capitalist pigs have exploited into ruin, and Haitians, of course, that exploit each other like all humans."
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was inspired by how much they've been exploited, but also how the first successful slave revolt took place there, from Toussaint Louverture.
Who, in case for those unfamiliar, is widely considered to be the father of Haiti, like as a republic.
Yeah,
He's a big deal.
definitely. The way the song starts, you just get these oscillating synths, and then one note slammed repeatedly into the ground for several minutes. I have once listened to this song with the sunrise outside while I was walking.
Damn. Did the sun rise?
Yes.
Whoa. Do you think the song caused the sun to rise?
It can't prove that it didn't.
Oh my fucking god. Mind blown right now.
Yep. Buy my book. I'll tell you all about it.
Whole ass books. Whole ass sun.
Yeah, and my and also my supplements.
One time I showed this song to a friend of mine who was Haitian American, and I think he said, cool.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else he would have said.
Yeah, he wasn't really into this type of music.
Was that the only Swan song you ever showed him?
Him, yes.
Imagine this being someone's introduction to Swans.
Yeah, I mean, like, it'd be somebody like saw a 34-minute song and was like, I gotta listen to that.
Yeah. Oh, I guess arguably of their epic songs, I feel like their most popular is "The Glowing Man."
Yeah, I think you would be right.
Yeah, that's for another day. But now,
another time.
after several minutes of pounding one note to the ground, everything settles again, and Michael just mumbles for a few minutes.
He's mumbling. He's rambling.
Yeah.
But
basically just does that for a few more minutes.
Yep. Just a few more minutes until the next section of the song begins.
Boy, what a section that is. It's just 7 straight minutes of building. Build up.
And then, sun.
Bring the sun!
He really wants that sun to come.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of songs about the sun, so I don't blame him. Like, there's a song on Lead and Meaning literally called Sunfucker.
He had that sun song on the Flower album, Burning World.
Oh yeah, Goddamn the Sun.
God damn the sun.
Yep, and also Song for the Sun on White Light, and I Am the Sun on The Great Annihilator.
I guess it makes sense. A guy obsessed with big sounds and kind of stretching the limits of that would be interested in, like, at least thematically, the biggest and most hottest and powerful thing that is within that we see every single day.
Yeah, like, it is truly. Yeah, it makes it makes a lot of sense. It's really a truly cosmic force like that.
Cosmic.
But yeah, it's like for this build up, they just keep on. It's like after every few measures or so of repetition, they just keep finding new things to add on to the song, onto the build up. There's like new new percussion beats, just new noises, new sounds, just for 7 minutes straight. And it all sounds beautiful. It all sounds intense. Like, this is probably the most well-produced album I've ever heard in my life. No matter how noisy and chaotic it gets, you can pick out every single individual instrument perfectly.
Yes. It is such a... It's so, very meticulous and well-crafted. It's like looking at one of those, wooden sculptures, and you're like, damn, they had to, sculpt it. Or looking at one of those sculptures where, it looks like somebody is pushing into something soft, and you're like, damn, how did they make the marble look like a pillow? That's what the production on this album reminds me of.
Yeah, and I guess there's a bit related, but did you know that John Congleton was an engineer for this album?
I do now.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some paper chase in our swans.
Hell yeah. Shout out Paper Chase, not the movie.
Maybe one of these days I'll listen to a full Paper Chase album.
Maybe one of these days I'll watch the Paper Chase movie. And I'll be like, that wasn't my experience at law school.
I didn't even know there was a movie with that title.
Yeah, it's about law school.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense why you'd know it.
It's did I tell you that the library at my law school had DVDs for any movie or miniseries that was even kind of related to the law or court or lawyers?
Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah, one of the movies they had was a B movie because a good 20% of that movie takes place in a courtroom.
Oh god, B movie's a trip. I'm still reeling over the white man joke in that.
Another movie they had in that library was Secretary, which is a a BDSM romance starring James Spader and Maggie Gyllenhaal, which I watched as a teenager, and I completely forgot that James Spader plays a lawyer in that one. That's how little it matters to the actual plot. But my super Catholic law school that there was a church on campus, and we had an official nun for the law school had that movie in its selection at the library.
Is that even legal?
I mean, yeah, it's legal. I mean, also it's a private. It was a private school.
No, I mean, like having that movie at a library. I guess if it's a private library, then maybe.
Yeah, and it's at a law school, so it's
okay. Yeah,
for adults. You know, I can't imagine any kids are going out to read the biography of Thurgood Marshall.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Back to Britain's Son.
That one was for Lizette.
Hi, Liz.
Also, the name of that Jesus and Mary Chain song is Head On. Anyway, back to Toussaint Louverture.
Yeah. I guess we are at Toussaint Louverture now. We finished the Bring the Sun part.
Oh yes, we did. Let's bring on the horses.
Yep, the horses and the saws. Yeah, it's very, very cinematic.
It sounds like one of those. Sounds like the end of Blazing Saddles up in here.
Oh yeah, Blazing Saddles. Yeah, apparently for the horse, they actually Michael wanted to get the horse in the studio to do those recordings, but they could not control that horse.
Oh, Michael, you tried your best.
Yeah. No, yeah, pretty sure they just taped the mic to the horse, I believe. while it was in the field.
Yep, doing some guerrilla recording. That horse did not consent to be on this album. And I think it's kind of messed up that people just overlooked that. The horse wasn't paid for his labor on the work.
Yeah, horses never get paid for their labor. Like, I live in rural West Virginia, and it is perfectly normal for Amish people to go onto the main road in horse and buggy and park in a horse and buggy at Dollar General. And I don't think those horses get paid.
Damn. You need to free those horses so they can beat up their owners and be like, what the fuck, where's my payday bar? You gonna go into Dollar General and not get me a payday bar? What the fuck?
Like, I'm not even kidding about that. They'll drive in horse and buggy at 15 miles an hour onto the main road.
I mean, I grew up in a small Texas town. I've not seen any horse and buggy, but I've seen people riding horses on the side of the road, just getting places.
Yeah, that I would believe. Yeah, but yeah, we do live near an Amish settlement. Yeah, some of those Amish people shop at Walmart too, so I see them a lot.
And nothing in the Bible that says you can't shop at Walmart.
I mean, to be fair, the Bible is the most unwanted song is the Bible.
Yeah, and that specifically instructs you to shop at Walmart.
Yeah. What if they played that if they played the most unwanted song at Walmart?
You can make it happen. Do it before you go. Give them one last gift. Well.
Yeah. After all the just several minutes of cinematic noises, we then get some more lyrics. We got just Michael just out there shouting, Toussaint Louverture!
De sangre! Yeah, he's a lot of shouting.
Yeah. It's like, so, okay. The French lines make sense. Actually, I'm going to pull up the book again. The Liberté! Égalité! Fraternité! That makes sense. I don't get what the Spanish is for, though.
I feel like he maybe just was feeling himself and he forgot what language he spoke. But that has bothered me for, like, since I heard the song, too, because it is explicitly a language that they did not speak in that half of the island.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like general sloganeering. But still, yeah, it is weird.
A decision. Yes.
Yeah,
But,
this is all Spanish that I already knew anyway, so I don't have to translate anything.
Many decisions were made on this song. It's 34 minutes long.
Yeah, it's like we just got done with a bunch of horse noises. This is not weirder than the horses and the saws.
Truth. True.
Yeah, I also love the way he says Eos. He says, Eos!
Yes.
Yeah.
He's having fun shouting these
is.
things.
Like, he has a sense of humor. Like, especially in his old age.
And amen.
Yeah, and also after he just says Eos in the funniest way possible, he just starts screaming like crazy for a few bars.
Well, you gotta go crazy for at least a couple bars.
Yeah. And then after that, we get the heaviest part of the song, that instrumental outro, which goes on for like 4 minutes.
4 beautiful outro-y minutes.
Yeah. Also, this song is in like E, I think, for 33 whole minutes, and it resolves one note higher.
Again, it's a decision so meticulous it was made on purpose.
Does that count as a key change? When the key change is literally a resolving note that fades out over the span of 1 minute.
I think
It's
the bare minimum to qualify as a key change.
I guess it doesn't fade out. No, it just dissolves. That's the release. Yeah. So, best key change in a song? It's not, but best Swans key change.
We'll nominate it and let the Academy decide that for us.
Yeah. I'll just say it's the best Swans key change because it's also the only key change I know that they did. Because they very notoriously love playing one note over and over.
Mm-hmm. They like their repetition.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like arguably this song is more obtuse than Zircon. In some ways, like it doesn't. And Zircon has more weird decisions. Zircon is harder to grasp, but they like Bring the Sun could scare the hose just as much.
Definitely, if not like more, because it does have these clear segments.
Someone that's not used to. Okay. I guess let's say so. Zircon is more irreverent, I feel.
Oh,
but
Zirk.
Bring the Sun is more overwhelming.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like they're both having fun.
Yep.
And like I said before, I know, but like we know that Michael's into Scott Walker, but probably not late. Probably has no interest in late Scott Walker.
Probably not. Not like this.
Yeah. So after that, we get an interlude. It's 5 minutes.
It's a short song. A song so short it can only be an interlude.
Yep, some things we do.
Some things we do. Well, I took an antacid, drank some water, sitting in a chair,
I drank some water myself.
blow my nose, eat a Zyrtec and hope it stops my eye from watering. Those are some things we do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a cool down song. It just talks about the things we do. Like, see, we grow, we hurt, we touch, we love, we kill, we fuck. Just, yeah, that's the crux of the song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are all lyrics in the song too. Like, it basically just ends with him saying we love over and over, with an occasional we fuck.
You should be able to tell those were the real lyrics once you heard them. You know what kind of band we talk about on this quintennially updone episode.
Yep. Also, I'll be honest, the guitar riff also kind of sounds like it belongs in a commercial.
I can see that. It'd fit there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is funny to say that about Swans. This album peaked at number 37 on the U.S. Billboard 200 albums chart, so it's not implausible.
Oh yeah. One day, come on. What's a company that could advertise with this song?
This could be in a Swiffer commercial.
There we go, Swiffer, give this man some money, or else we'll release the dirt on your company.
But the clean dirt.
We'll tell the truth that Swiffer pads are actually made of recycled puppy hair, stolen from orphan puppies while they sleep. If you don't want the world to know that you shave orphan puppies, you will hire this man to do music for you.
It would be funny if Michael got hired to do commercial music.
I wouldn't. I mean, I do wonder. Like, I'd have to imagine he's never been approached with that, but I do have to reckon, like, what if, like, he would have to be surprised, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine he would ever say yes, but he would have to be surprised that someone would even ask.
I know at the very least he's been approached to have songs put in stuff. Yeah, he's been for, like, you know that Penguin show?
Which one?
I mean the one about the Batman character Penguin.
Oh, that.
Based in that. Yeah, there's an episode in there that has lunacy in it.
Interesting. Oh well, yeah. Soundtracks are different than commercials.
And also an episode of Titans apparently had Screenshot in it.
Dang. Shout out Titans.
Yeah.
Titans.
I also remember the trailer for the game of Plague Tale Requiem had used lunacy as well. Lunacy is kind of a good trailer song because it's also in the trailer for Macbeth. So yeah, lunacy is kind of the swan song people go to put in their shows and trailers and stuff.
Shout out lunacy.
Yeah, but that's also for another day. That's also for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was disc 1 of To Be Kind.
Now we're moving on to the other one.
Yep, which starts off with She Loves Us.
She does.
Yeah.
Yay. She loves us.
It just opens up with the synth sound that kind of sounds funny to me, to be honest.
Yeah, this one is such a... there's like maybe 5 or 6 distinct sections in this 17-minute song. But like, those like... It is like one of my favorites on here, but I also do find it like it's not like super easy for me to talk about because the segments feel a bit disjointed.
This one's more of it's kind of a jammy song.
Yeah, there's definitely parts where it feels like they're just well, yeah, like they are jamming, and I didn't feel like "Bring the Sun" was much of a jammy song. That one, everything felt a little more deliberate. This one did feel a little looser in a just a little boy sense.
Yeah, like it starts off with the for just that one riff for like actually probably like 4 minutes. The, actually, you know what? Okay, you know what? That it does change key a bit for a bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it does. Yeah, when it's doing that riff, but
Key,
then it goes back
consider
down.
yourself changed.
Okay, so that's two Swan songs with key changes. So it goes back down, so it changes again. I guess it's a jazz style key change.
One of them
It's
famous
not it's not
jazz
truck drivers.
honk honk. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he starts shouting his favorite Chinese dictator. Like he says, "Mao Mao 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 Mao."
It's just weird. My favorite Chinese dictator has always been Zhao Enlai, but that's just me.
It's true.
I'm kidding, of course.
The Zhao. Where are all the Zhao tankies at?
I think Zhao Enlai, was he ever president? Or did he just want to? No, he was a premier. Yeah, he took over. Okay, scratch that. I am not much of a Dengist. I probably do prefer Mao to like the people who came after him. Although I thought Hu Jintao was pretty good. I thought he was alright.
But yeah, he just shouts that while also, actually no, that's not a thing. I think that's I forget who the female vocalist is in this song. Like I think it's Jennifer again, though it might also be Saint Vincent because she does backing vocals on a few songs in this album.
She does.
Yeah.
Shout out Vince. We love you, Vince.
Mike himself just does some mumbling again. Just does some humming, which those are stims to me. Just his voice in general is a stim to me.
Sure, especially now.
Yeah.
You made the album.
It's
full of noises.
Like fine wine.
It's full of noises.
Yeah, it is. Now this part goes on for a bit. Then we get some chaos, and then it settles into one of the best grooves on the whole album.
It's think Mudvayne if they were cleverer.
Actually, kind of want to listen to that debut Mudvayne album. I've heard good things about it, even from people that tend to not like new metal.
I've liked it, or I've listened to half of it. It's pretty decent.
It seems like it's something the Tool fans seem to like.
That makes sense. Oh, Tool fans.
Yeah. So yeah, with this riff, we also get a more kinetic beat, a drum beat to match, and the song just has so much momentum going forward for the next 7 minutes or so. And that part starts exactly 7 minutes into the whole song.
It's timed perfectly.
Yeah. And and he sings like, "I am nothing, I am no one. Come to my mouth, come to my tongue. I am your girl, I am your son."
Yeah. That's certainly what I say to people who I love.
Gender fluid confirmed?
Maybe not confirmed, but evidence gathered.
Yeah. He just says a bunch of non sequiturs that just sound good. But most infamously, your name is fuck.
That's not my name. My name is Foxx.
This is not the fucking the Mage Podcast.
It's insane. Why you would lie like that? But yeah, no, that is one of like Jira's probably more well-known loud bits, and for good reason. It's very easy to remember.
Yeah, like just the way he shouts, "Your name is fuck, 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 fuck." He just shouts that over and over. Like he's just become a crotchety old man.
The oldest and the crotchetiest.
Yeah. And also while he's just saying up hallelujah in the background as well.
Nice.
And even just and then brings the forefront. I just like he just says it again, but he's like doing the thing where he rubs his Adam's apple.
That's a fun thing
It
to
is.
see. Rubbing it.
Like, I think that's how Tom Kenny does the SpongeBob laugh.
That's true.
Yeah. I think, but like the best line and the most relatable line on the entire song is "I'm going home."
And home he would go.
Yeah. And it's funny because before the fuck part, he says "fun, fun, fun, fun." Like it's like did he? He's like that just sounded like fuck, and then he actually says it.
Ah, fun. It's fun
It's
to
like
tease for the word fuck.
it's like the first time you hear it, you're just thinking, did he actually say that? It's like because there's plenty because he leaves plenty of space between that the first time he says it and the next time.
Yeah. Oh, shouting. Yeah, this one's good. This one's just good.
Yeah. You just and then after this whole section, it resolves very neatly. Like, it resolves in the way you would want it to, even though the best part of the song is that jam section, admittedly.
Yeah. The middle section. Yeah, I feel like the outro is fine. Not as good as the rest of it.
It does its job.
True.
Yeah. And then we got Kirsten Supine.
Yeah, this one's movie inspired, apparently. I know you're not much of a movie person, so let me just tell you my opinion about I've never seen Melancholia, but I do have an opinion on Lars von Trier, and that opinion is this. I want to beat Lars von Trier to death with a bunch of heavy rusty chains.
I see.
But Dogville is like a really good movie. Dogville is sick, and I've heard good things about Antichrist. But Melancholia basically is just kind of a movie where, I mean, he admitted it himself. He said, what if I wanted to picture a scenario where my depression helped me? And what he came up with was a movie where another planet was colliding into Earth and everyone was going to die.
I see.
Because that's what happens when you grow up in Denmark and you don't do drugs like Junior Senior or fucking Lucas Graham did.
Junior, Senior, and Lucas Graham, two equally remarkable singers.
Two equally important Danish icons.
Yeah. Yeah. I do feel like this one is a bit underrated in the grand scheme of the album, but I also get why, because the rest of the album is just really good and iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it's a very pastoral song.
It is. It is quite, and I guess if you do like look up scenes from the movie or like vibes and aesthetics from the movie, it does like fit that atmosphere pretty well.
I see. Maybe one day I'll do that. Like, yeah, it's also just again another a bit of a cool down song, but like it's a full song. It's 10 minutes.
One of the shortest songs on the album's a brief 10 minutes.
True. Yeah, it's I believe Saint Vincent sings on this. Oh, wait, no. Actually, no. That is Jennifer.
Jennifer.
And there could be some Saint Vincent too, but I recognize. But think about that is Jennifer's voice. I recognize it.
Shout out Jennifer. You got your voice on here. Your name is not Kirsten.
Your name is also not fucked.
But Kirsten Dunst's name also isn't fuck. What is Kirsten Dunst's name?
Kirsten Supine?
You know what? I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, it is a very nice change of pace from just the song you can just take in and just bask in the glory of, and and it still builds too. Don't get me wrong. It's just more atmospheric compared to the rest of the album.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah. And it's also and then that leads us into the big one, and that it's the most popular, and that's one of the most popular songs in the whole band's discography, Oxygen.
Yep. It took us 2 hours and 7 minutes, but we are here. We're breathing up that oxygen.
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 Yeah.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
After that. You know, this song started off when it was originally written. It was a quiet folk song.
Yeah. And he was just like, I just want to add some to it. Oh, I'm just going to add another thing to it. Okay, I'm just going to add something else to it.
And I guess technically all of his songs start off like that nowadays. Like they all start off just him and with an acoustic guitar, but he's performed it live as a slow acoustic ballad.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he's done it with as far back as the Angels of Light days.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's been in the tank. It was in the tank for a while.
In
its final version, we get one of the few Swan songs you'd call a barn burner.
Well, that barn is burning down, and all the animals in it. And you know what feeds a fire? Oxygen.
Yeah, it's like. I'll also say this though. This would be a bad first impression to give for Swans, just to try to get someone to Swans. They don't really have any other songs like this.
Yeah. Which is disappointing, because it would be nice to see them do Barn Burn, but they have this one. This one's pretty good.
Yeah, like it's like probably one of the only songs that's just consistently this fast paced and upbeat, while also being fun, as you would say. This is like the most upbeat song since. This is probably the most upbeat, consistently abrasive song since Filth. Since the Filth days.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, with you there.
Yeah, but that riff is iconic. That boom, 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 boom. You're not gonna get that out of your head.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
But my favorite part of the entire song is probably the drums, though.
Yeah. They really start off like so simple, and then they just evolve so quickly that by the time you're in minute 6, you are like, oh, this drum riff is completely different from where we started.
Yeah, like the song is just straight up kind of jazzy,
Mm-hmm.
especially when the
It's got
horns kick
noises.
in on the second half.
Yeah.
Speaking of halves, it is funny that the halfway point, the song just stops for a few seconds.
It is a pretty cool fake out, I gotta admit.
Yeah, and just the way it comes back, like, I steal all the oxygen.
Ow! Oh, those horns. Those horns get loud. They're big
Yeah,
and they're beautiful.
I once had this song play at my first job over the speakers, and it pissed off some old conservative worker.
It's nice.
Yeah, yeah. But I also can't forget that climax when Michael is just shouting over and over. And he just gives probably one of his most unhinged screams on the entire album.
Those are you talking about the screams like like a minute before the song ends?
Yeah,
When everything's really like getting, oh, how did we get here?
yeah. Like this. This is the most claustrophobic song on the album, and and it makes sense. His song is inspired by by Michael's asthma attacks.
Oh, asthma. You are a bitch.
Like they've definitely captured what it feels like to feel like you can't breathe.
It's a panic, alright.
Yeah, but after the screams is that just absolutely mind-boggling climax where it just feels like everything's crashing down.
Mm-hmm. And it gets there so gradually. It is a
Yeah,
Boiling Frog song, I would say. Complimentary.
yeah. And I also can't forget the lyrics like "Hey there, Mister Skull, I'm not scared of your call." Or "Hey there, Dog Man." He's like, "Hey, Dog Man, woof, 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 woof. Now I drink from your bowl." It's just love the way he sings in this song.
Yeah, he really. I love the where he goes, ah, yeah, yo, 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 yo. Yeah, like when he just starts. He's just stops even saying language. He just it's pure noises.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is definitely Swans, all right.
It's Swans-tastic.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my most played Swan song on Last.fm. It's like have over 130 plays since late 2019.
Nice.
Yeah,
Shout out
it's not
Swans.
not, not my absolute favorite song from them, but it is my favorite song on the album.
Nah, hell yeah.
It's followed up by my least favorite song on the album, but it's still really good. Natalie Neal.
Natalie Neal.
And I say my least favorite song on the album, that's including Some Things We Do, by the way.
Yeah, and I do see in your notes that this one is starred, so don't worry. Least favorite is very much a shortest mountain in the Himalayas type of situation.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's just that this one just gives me the least amount of stuff to talk about in the entire album. Which I guess is a bit of a shame, because it is 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say that the intro is apparently from Natalie herself.
Shout out Nathalie Neal,
Yeah,
a
and
friend
but
of Michael.
the lyrics themselves are just kind of abstract again, and the song kind of just goes through one notion, and doesn't even really build all that much, to be honest. It kind of just goes.
And goes it does.
Yeah, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes.
It's always gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it does have some. It is fun to sing to though when I'm listening to it.
It is fun, I must say. But yeah, again, like, I don't know, at this point, and I am running out of ways to describe this album. Um, and that's a pretty cool letter.
Yeah, it is.
You
So
know,
cool. It's
the
in it
villain,
twice.
the villain from Crash Bandicoot has a giant one on his head. That would suck
True.
if I had a giant, because my last name starts with an N. If I had it on my head and my head was that big, I imagine it would probably get a lot of questions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Natalie Neal. And there's one more song. The closing track, the title track.
It's the closing track. It's the title track.
Yep.
Get the title track with title track. Yeah.
And the way the song opens up, at least the opening guitar, feels like Stairway to Heaven, kinda.
That's what I thought too the first time I heard it. Which I wonder if that's an intentional illusion. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but also it does feel a little obvious, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. It makes sense. It's like this whole album does basically feel like, you're taking rock music itself to its absolute limit. So I guess an illusion, they're just classics, is not out of order.
Oh, that order. Gotta get out of it.
Yeah, and yes, but yeah, this opening half is just pretty quiet. Like he's just singing in a whisper tone, and some abstract lyrics: to be kind, to be real, to be new, to be sung by a song that's untrue.
Uh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah,
How many tricks sleep. It really was. This is really the type of album where. Okay, actually, both of these albums kind of end with an album title drop.
they do. Yeah,
Shout out the album title drop.
but after a few minutes, he picks up. He just sings. There are millions and millions of stars in your eyes. And the instrumental also picks up a bit. Like you get some more,
Millions.
you get some symbols. Like I'm pretty sure the song is just about staring into the blank void of the universe and just being blown away by it.
Yeah.
Which is the second half of this song. Which, oh my fucking god, my Jesus fuck, this is one of the most intense sounding things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like constant zooming out of the universe. It's just constant expansion. You're just seeing more and more of it, and it's getting too much to handle.
Yeah, that is what the universe is like, alright. Gotta end the album the way the rest of the album sounded.
Yeah, with probably like the loudest part of the album too. Like this is what the whole thing's been building up to.
Building it does.
And it even just fakes out. It fake ends a few times during it too. Like it was you know, it'll just go back down a bit, then it'll come back louder, more intense, as to drive it home. And then that final section where it does that, where it seems it's like everyone is throwing everything they can at the wall, just the sheer, utterly cacophonous wall of noise, unlike anything else I've ever heard. And you can still pick out every single instrument in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing does sound very clean. That you can really like listen to it and just hear where all the parts are in so well. It's so nice.
Yeah, it still blows my mind to this day how clean this album sounds. But not like polished clean, more like like this is Dark Side of the Moon levels of crisp production, I would say.
Not a bad comparison, I would say.
Yeah, like if I had to pick some of the best produced albums of all time, these two are there. Let's see, Asia by Steely Dan, Grace by Jeff Buckley. I feel like these are all benchmarks.
Nodding. Respect.
Yeah. But like this is what you'd pick up if you want how you do noise, how you do like abrasion. I think what the best part of it is that it's not feedback. That noise is not feedback. Like that's just the instruments.
Yeah, that is impressive. Just impressive stuff.
I think that's a big secret with Swans, with how they get their big sound, is that they don't do feedback. They don't rely on that. They let their instruments do the talking.
Gotta let and they're really good at letting them doing the talking. I think that's been kind of Swans' or at least Michael Gira's MO for the vast majority of his career, I would say.
Yeah. Definitely. It's like, but yeah, after all that, it just drops and fades out. I guess it just dissipates, and that's it. That's To Be Kind by Swans.
Yeah. I hope it taught you to be kind, audience.
I hope so too. I've introduced customers in my old job to this over the phone before.
Nice.
And also Death Grips. Like I like they just one of them even put it on. I could hear the intro to Hacker over the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Because people like Hacker.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's literally Hacker by Death Grips.
It's the one most people tend to. Yeah, good for them.
And it is my most played song on Last.fm. Even
Sick.
after all these years.
Oh, nice.
The only one with over 200 scrubbles.
I think my most played is Can I Get the Real Stuff by Gorilla Toss.
Nice.
With, I don't think the app tells me all-time scrabbles, but I do remember that being, like, yeah, consistently up there.
Yeah, I will say this, too. This is a rant I wanted to get in, but, like... Alright, so this album is phenomenal. To Be Kind is such a phenomenal album. But I feel like I do feel like the culture around it is kind of toxic, particularly the people that came from Fantano and 4chan.
Yeah, tell it like it is.
Like, okay, so the worst Swans fans are the types of fans that not only just think of them as just this big sound stuff, and just this and Soundtracks to the Blind and The Seer, is maybe the Glowing Man, but also just see Michael as just the hee funny cowboy man.
Yeah.
like I will say though, they're not as bad as the Death Grips fan base because I do think Death Grips probably has the worst fan base in all of music. That isn't defending an active abuser.
Tell him about it. Hit him where it hurts.
So I guess Metallica fans are bad too.
Metallica. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Metallica. Yeah, the Metallica fans might be responsible for more like absolute damage to the world, but Death Grips fans probably have a higher ratio of insufferables.
Yeah, Death Grips fan base biggest problem is just irony poisoning. Well, Swans has that too to an extent, but like I feel like it's not hard to find sincere Swans fans.
No, yeah, it's not hard at all, especially since Jira doesn't really play into meme culture the way that Death Grips did for like a lot of their career.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's telling, but you're like one of the only Death Grips fans I'd hang out with in real life.
Oh, Tantose. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah. I do wonder if that fan base is why Death Grips stopped playing into the memes and they just kind of play things straight now.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
blame them for looking at what be like. Oh my God, what have we done?
like, I'm pretty sure that's like the whole concept of Year of the Snitch.
That'd make a lot of sense.
Yeah. like they literally sang about this stuff throughout a lot of their career, and it just happened to them. Like,
Release Year of the Snitch and then fuck off for 6 years.
Yeah.
Come back for one tour, and it's the worst. One of the worst tours in the 21st century history in terms of just audiences behaving badly.
Yeah. Like, there was some of that at the Swans concert, but like, nobody's throwing shit at Michael, because Michael will fuck you up if you do that. That is well documented.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has pulled people's hair for less. Like, he'll pull your hair if you pull your phone out.
Yeah. I mean, someone's got to do it.
Yeah. So I guess that's probably another reason why the Swans fan base hasn't fully divulged, because Michael is not going to let it happen.
Yep. He will not let it happen.
Yeah. But yeah, that rant out of the way. To Be Kind by Swans is a masterpiece in every sense of the word. And it is a marvel in engineering, in music engineering and production. And just pushes the limits of what you can do with traditional rock instrumentation, and also horses, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Horses and screaming.
Yeah. Oh, I guess also I forgot that Knowing Swans fans also talk about circles a lot. Anyway, so both of these albums, yeah, they have their place in rock history, as benchmarks of their own rights.
Most certainly.
Yeah. Like they're cut from the same cloth too, in a way.
Separated by decades, but joined together by virtue of being New York loud music. Although I believe To Be Kind was mostly recorded at Jira's ranch out in like Pecos County or wherever it is.
It was New Mexico.
New Mexico. I thought it was in Texas.
No, it was maybe I think there's Long Ranch. I think Long Ranch is in New Mexico.
Oh, I'm thinking of Sonic Ranch.
Yeah. Oh no, it is Sonic Ranch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's in Tornillo, which is. Okay. Yeah, that's like an hour south of El Paso.
Okay. Yeah. No. No. Jiro just lives in New Mexico. That's it.
It would make sense if you lived right there on the border. You'd probably want to live in. You'd want to live in the state where it's easier to live and work in the state that real estate is cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's El Paso County. Fuck, I thought it was like more. Yeah, I thought it was like farther away. Okay, cool. He's just an El Paso guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Michael was like excited during this period to actually be able to do this stuff for a living now, and but also probably surprised of having a younger fan base.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, so I feel like this goes without saying, but at least for me, both of these albums are tens.
Yeah, yeah. Daydream Nation is a 10. To be kind, I would say is a 9. Could be a 10 one day, but I'm not quite there yet.
Totally fair. Yeah. So um, next time I can, I'm definitely gonna put "To Be Kind" in my new boombox that I got at the thrift store, just to see
Shout out,
how it sounds.
shout out to Boombox.
Yeah. And just shout out Goodwill in general. Like Macklemore was right about thrift shops. That they really are your friend.
Mm-hmm. Don't gotta go pop those tags. Only got $20 in your pocket.
I mean, I only paid like less than $20 for pretty much everything I got there. Boombox, 3 CDs, and what else was it? And a turtleneck sweater.
Nice. Shout out to turtlenecks.
Yep, I am one step closer to my Shizuku Murasaki cosplay.
Decent.
Yep. Alright, my name is Mageclick.
My name is Foxx Navarro.
And thank you for sitting through 20 whole episodes and a bonus episode.
Yeah, this was season 1. This was a lot of fun. And then after a brief hiatus, we'll be back with season 2, more episodes, and yeah, hopefully we can try and make the podcast even better.
Definitely. Hopefully I'll be in my own apartment by then. And
Ooh.
maybe I'll have better acoustics.
Hell yeah.
Alright. See ya.
Take care, y'all.